Golf is a very curious sport. It's about getting a very, very little ball into a very, very little hole from a very, very, very long way away. It's a sport that requires dedication, focus, and above all, commitment, because it can take a bloody long time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WahPing Open. Let's see where the players are at now. Maximus he's an intriguing player. I've been following his progress for a while. I mean, the thing that you can say about him is he likes golf in the sense, he likes the idea of golf. But what I don't think he realises is just because his grandfather won the Australian Open, it doesn't mean that he's going to win it himself. It's not like these things are hereditary. He's actually got to try, and he's actually got to be good. He's not that good. I mean, he promised his grandma that he was going to, you know, bring the Australian Open trophy or medal or whatever they get back. But I mean, I don't know how he's going to do it. I mean, he basically just lied to his grandma. It's a pretty dick move. For Max, bringing home the pennant this year holds a special significance. As you know, the tournament is held between two courses, Leura Golf Course at Sublime Point in the Blue Mountains. Here we are at Sublime Point Road for what is sure to be a sublime day. And then on Max's home turf at the Camden Golf Course in Camden. To give you an idea of the quality of golf we see at this tournament, the person who won last year was this guy here, Nicky Nono. Nick is a part-time golf player, and the rest of the time he's a tree doctor, or a plant whisperer, I think. Something like that. In fact, Nicky hasn't really been that with it since his win last year. Rumours were he disappeared off to a forest in Albania and developed a strange interest in occultism. In fact, such strange occurrences are quite characteristic for those who win this tournament. It's known as the curse of the WahPing Open. I mean, when you start talking about who is the best dressed golfer out on the course, I mean, you can't go past Lathario. The sort of functionality and comfort be damned. I mean, he just wears whatever looks good and he wears it well. I mean, he's just incredible. Good shot. He, as far as I know, lives on a pool house on Queen Street. He's by far the most eligible bachelor on Queen Street. The way he is to golf is, I mean, I'd liken him to being, it's just like when you're playing Monopoly and there's that guy who's the banker, and you know, every now and then when it's time for rent to be paid, he just pulls the money straight out of the bank, and you know, nobody notices, or even if they do notice, they don't want to say anything, because I mean, it's just how he does it, and it's so nice to watch. Lathario, it's been an interesting start to the day for you. Tell me, where are your golf clubs? Fuck off. Him and I, we've had our ups and downs. Right now it's probably a down. We had a conflict at the 2012 Fox Sports Awards. I spilt a bit of my drink Well, I mean, I maintain I splashed a bit of wine onto his girlfriend's shoulder. He says I poured a jug of water down the front of her white dress. I mean, these conflicts happen. It doesn't really matter who was right, but I mean, we're friends. You know, we get along. Truer words have never been spoken. It's not a very good rhyming couplet, but it's kind of like a trifecta of something.
Oh, wow. Watch out for that plane, mate.
Wouldn't expect anything less. This is one of the more interesting characters on the tour, one of the more talented as well. This is hailing from the suburb, and we all know him very well for both his golfing ability and his political acumen.
Mate, you should have been playing Reds all along. If we were playing Reds then, you would have been over the dog leg. And I would have felt like a 75-year-old woman.
Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Parfait. Absolutely parfait.
Oh no, what should I do?
That's the 9, no, I gave you that.
Oh, well, look at where I am, my friend. Nicky?
How do you go?
I'm on the fairway just there.
Oh, perfect.
What'll I use?
Mate, you're hitting well with that 7. Sammy, my love.
Alrighty.
Ciao.
Now, when this tournament started over 200 years ago, it was mostly played by convicts who played for pounds and shillings and pence, and now they play for nothing at all, really. It's a very different time. You've got to be fucking kidding me. When I was first asked to cover this competition, I didn't really want to do it. Golf is not my thing. I'm more into tennis, badminton, anything you play with a racket, really, but golf, you know, you're swinging sticks around the middle of the field, then you throw a big bag of iron on your back and walk it from one side of the paddock to the other. So why did I do it in the end? I mean, I kind of had to. I was in dire straits with my boss just the week before. I'd asked him if I could go down to a 4-day week so I'd have some time to work on other things, and he said to me, mate, you want to work a 4-day week? I bet you work a fucking no-day week. So I didn't really have a choice. I had to sort of stay in his good graces. Plus, I mean, I was strapped for cash. I'd just gone on a holiday to Bali. The holiday wasn't that expensive, but I mean, I must have had the only tuk-tuk driver in all of bloody Denpasar that didn't know his way around. So I had to use Google Maps on my roaming. I ran up like an $1,100 bill on my Vodafone account. And I couldn't afford that. And to add insult to injury,
If you or someone close to you is in trouble with gambling, there's expert help that's free and confidential. Talk to someone who understands on G-Line. Free call 1-800-622-112.
I couldn't play any of my cassettes. I mean, I just really needed the money, so I mean, I took the job.
How much did you win?
$5. Now, this is one of the guys I just can't quite put my finger on. His name's Ricardo Johnson. I mean, first name sounds Mexican, second name sounds Anglo, but look at him. He looks a bit black.
Oh.
But maybe he's Arabian or something. I mean, I saw him at the golf course the other day with 3 women. I'm pretty sure they were.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed.
Cut in front of me in the line of coffee yesterday. And you look at him and he's got a look on his face like he's really in it to win it. Certainly not in it to make any friends.
Thank you.
Congratulations, mate.
Great, that's great. That's fantastic golf. Well done, mate. That's brilliant.
As the rain comes closer and the sun begins to set, the boys prepare to tee off for their last hole of this leg of the tournament.
Press play, Dad. There was a band in my day that said, "You can't get no satisfaction."
After the tournament, as is tradition, we all went back to Max's homestead. His grandmother refused to come, but his mum cooked us a fantastic Scottish dinner. There was a lot of laughing and much conviviality, where everyone was hanging on the victor's every word. Yep, no one could get enough of Sarge.
Barman looks at this polar bear
and I was like, so what are you ordering 32?
What's the pause?
Like silver bowl.
It was a come-from-behind victory for Sarge, or really, a come from out of nowhere. See, I didn't even really know he was playing that day. But I guess that's just Sarge. Sargy Bargy. Old Sargentina. Sergeant in charge. So at the end of it, was it all worth it?